lots of people, lots of contenders. But Will.i.am was the one who was chosen.
And so he was presumably showing you around LA as well? He showed you his house?
Took me back to the ghetto where he was brought up, because he was a very, very poor kid. I met all his family. I had supper with his mother, 2 of his uncles, his brother.
Well, all of his homies?
Yeah.
That's the phrase, I believe, isn't it? It's the people you grew up with would be your... No, not only, homies.
Homie, I did say homie. And I met Apple Diap, was his best friend from school, who was one of the Black Eyed Peas.
Will.i.am's best friend was Apple Diap.
Apple Diap. Well, his name's Alan, but actually his nickname's Apple Diap. And if you knew your Black Eyed Peas, you'd know he was in there.
I obviously don't know.
No, you obviously don't know that. And then, but the most important thing about Will is that everything he does, he gives back to the community. Yes. So he set up sort of, you know, scholarship funds for kids and university trainings for children and stopping gang culture. And he's amazing. Also, he's into eco stuff.
I know he's very connected, you know, and he's also technologically very aware and very forward-thinking.
And he looks fabulous. Yeah. And he wears those very, you know, those really drop trousers. You know, the ones which are very, very low crotch. With lots of guys in the audience probably wearing them. And I said, Will, what do you call these trousers when they're really low cut like that? He said they're called ballroom trousers.
Ballroom? Oh, I see. I was a bit slow on the uptake.
I was a bit slow on the uptake too.
Did he teach you any rap sort of rhythms, any moves, any
nice
beats?
moves, any kind of, you know, no.
Okay. Well, I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah.
It sounds exciting, doesn't it?
Yeah,
it sounds really exciting. Here's the thing, normally when someone comes on a show, often they have a book or a record or something they want to promote. This is, I think, a first for me. You have a bridge.
I know.
Joanna has a bridge she's bringing out.
Has anybody heard of this bridge? The Garden Bridge over the Thames.
I hadn't heard of this. Tell those of us who hadn't heard what it is. It sounds like an incredible project.
We've got a picture of it up here, actually, Jonathan. This is a visualisation of it. We all know who Thomas Heatherwick is because he made the Olympic cauldron, that extraordinary spread, which gathered up and became the Great Burning Cauldron.
He's an artist.
And he designed the new London buses, the get-on, get-off buses with the slash around.
Yeah.
He's a magician. Anyway, we'd had this idea about a beautiful bridge going across the Thames, and he wanted it to be like 2 beautiful planters, which you can see, just 2 of them, and the whole of the top of it is going to be just planted with trees and bushes and flowers and reeds, and from one side of the bridge you can't see across it. You walk into what will be a woodland, and it's bang in the middle. It comes from Temple Tube Station to here.
Why, just on this side
here.
or something? I'm a bit scared of that bridge.
Why?
That's the sort of bridge you see in films where everything's ended and zombies are wandering around. Isn't that the bridge that Will Smith was trapped on in I Am Legend? And that's where he was running from these...
You are so bad, you know.
I'm terrified of that bridge.
No, you're loving it.
I'm not going on that bridge.
I'm going to take you there.
No, don't
I'm
take me there.
you go there.
If we wind up on that bridge, creatures are going to get us. And when you get to the other side, you'll find out London has collapsed and Boris Johnson will be there eating someone's brain.
You are so going to love this. You're going to be so jealous as you see it being built. It's going to be built just outside, just literally on the river here. It's almost at Waterloo Sunset, you know, where Ray Davies wrote that thing.
Incredible.
It's just on that curve. You see the whole of London.
It is one of the most...
trees and things.
Every time I drive over the bridges, and we come over Waterloo Bridge this time, I'm always struck by how beautiful this city is.
Yeah.
You know, we're very lucky to be here, so that will be exceptional.
It's going to be really beautiful, Jonathan.
Let's hope no one sets fire to it. Let's hope no one does. Indeed. We were trapped in the middle. Then how bad would you feel?
You're so strange.
Like a chess player, thinking ahead. This is the remarkable thing about your career, and, you know, and I've known you, by shows for a long time, but you've had such a varied career. I mean, you started off as a model, then the acting took hold, and then the acting became really big for you. The Avengers was a huge hit, wasn't it? And you look back now and you think, there was a big fuss made about Joanna's haircut back then, and people of my age, or a little around that age, will know it was called the Purdy cut, wasn't it? It was that weird bob they gave you. There they toned it down, but when it first happened, it was even more extreme, wasn't it?
No, not really.
I thought it was. Wasn't it more bulbous?
No. Lots of bad stuff came on. I mean, the thing is, that hair had to be cut about once every fortnight, and they couldn't afford that. So
I swear when you first come out, it was more Ronald McDonald, wasn't it?
Well, it's just so trying sometimes being with this boy.
It was
Look, the thing is, it was unutterably glamorous. It was cut by John Frieda.
You probably had a big blonde mushroom on your head. That's what it looked like.
Okay.
You wore it so well. Okay, we have... okay, first of all, This is a picture from when Purdy was announced, when it was announced that Joanna
I
Lumley...
had brown hair, and I said I want to have my hair cut short.
Wow.
And they said, we've never had a heroine with short hair. Heroines can't have short hair. And I thought, I'll catch you.
You're not someone who takes the word no necessarily at face value, are you? I get the feeling you are someone who would often go their own path. Would I be right?
I had a feeling that this person would be a tough little policewoman. She wouldn't be a soppy girly. They made me wear stockings and high heels. So I had to do a lot of stunts wearing high heels, climbing fences.
Let's just stop and think about that for a second or two. Okay, you were saying... It's so obvious, but it works for men. Why does it work for men? The stockings, they're basically socks that don't know when to stop. But we love them.
They're pretty and they're elegant. They've sort of gone away now.
But it wasn't glamorous to shoot, I guess. But I look back and it's funny. You look back at the show now and obviously, and it changed a lot over the years. But you look back and it's very much of its time.
I know.
I'd like to show a clip, and it's funny because I mean, this shows you the sense of humour that was on it. Now you have an action show, and action shows tend to be pretty gritty and pretty grim. But this is one of those shows which mixed the humour in equal parts with the action. This is a fabulous clip. This is from 1977, the New Avengers.
Yeah.
When you were joined by Mr. Gareth Hunt. Have a look at this.
In the car wash. Oh, no.
Well, you may all congratulate me.
Magnificent.
Tremendous. Wow. They don't make them like that anymore. They really don't. What was meant to be happening in that episode? What was...
It was about 2 degrees below freezing. That was in Canada. And they put me through the whole car wash. And then they worked out that they hadn't actually got anywhere to rinse me off. All that. They put a bucket of Daz into a thing and stirred it up to make it bubble up like that. And then when I got off at the end, with my eyes streaming and there's soap everywhere, they went, oh, I'm afraid we have nowhere for you to rinse off. So I had to stand alone in the car wash in my underwear while they put jets of cold water on me.
Hold on, let me just think about that for a second. There is, I've been reading, and Jennifer Saunders has her book out this year for Christmas, and I've read it. It's a fabulous read.
Fabulous.
It's one of the best of those books I've read. Yeah. And she's finally been cornered and saying that maybe she has the right idea for an ab-fab movie.
Did you see that?
What's happened?
Green fingernails.
Very nice.
Cool. Okay, go on.
They are pretty cool.
Yeah.
Ab-fab.
Yeah.
Has she talked to you about this?
Yes. And she has the idea. And I think with a little bit of not too painful pressure on her, a little bit of a vice-like grip and a Chinese burn and the arm up behind the back.
All the stuff you learned
she always
at
needs a
girls'
little
school.
bit of urging.
So
I think it'll happen.
It's going to happen. How exciting. Absolutely fabulous movie.
I think it would be. Wow. Yeah. I think Jennifer tends to work to deadlines, so we've got to create a... We mustn't tell her this.
Well, we'll make sure she's out when this is on.
When she's out. But I think it's always time to kind of goad her along by saying, yes, we will do it. Yes, it's going to be written. And it's going to be fabulous.
So if everyone's waiting for it now, and if we give her a date maybe,
yeah,
a release date,
yeah,
let's say by Christmas, let's get it done. But you're in a new, this is exciting as well, you're in a huge new movie, a big American movie, directed by the great Martin Scorsese.
Yeah. Coming
out in January. I haven't seen this yet. I don't know. I think they're still finishing
it comes out in America on Christmas Day, which seems a weird... The Wolf of Wall Street. Oh, Jonathan, this is extraordinary.
Leonardo DiCaprio, ladies and gentlemen. There's the poster right now. We have a clip. Have you seen any clips yet?
No, stop.
They've given us an exclusive clip of you in it with Leonardo DiCaprio. People are laughing because they think I'm going to show something which isn't a clip, but no, genuinely, we've got the clip.
I play Leo's new wife's aunt.
And you're kind of a worldly wise woman, I get the feeling.
Yeah, quite, but I'm completely English. This is all a completely true story.
It's about these guys who scammed, who were kind of...
These were the Wall Street... Oh, they were sharks. They were really badly behaved. And this is a true story about a man called Jordan Belfort. And Leo DiCaprio found it and thought, I'm going to make this, and I want Scorsese to direct it.
Well, exciting news. It's out here. I think it's out January the 17th. It's mid-January. Here's a clip. This is the first time Joanna's seen it as well. I think it's the first time anyone's seen it. This is an exclusive, The Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh, my God.
individual person. Into the donuts, I see.
Oh, I go on.
I lived through the 60s, my dear. Enjoy the day.
How exciting. Little Leo.
Little Leo.
Now, have you kept in touch? Have you spoken since
Yes,
you finished
also,
it?
on and on and on. He's lovely. Sometimes goes on a bit too long, but you know, you just go, Leo. No, actually, I haven't. But he said something nice about me in the press once, and I cut it out like that. And I've had it tattooed just up there.
You've had an incredible career. I think you've got an incredible career to come your way. Hollywood's opened up to you now. Yeah. You own your own bridge.
Yeah.
You paint your nails green.
Yeah.
You've got will.i.am on speed dial.
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next rap superstar, Joanna Lumley.
Thank you so much.
Still to come on the show, we've got Keith.